Hello, my name is Tracey Brandes, and I'm the director of the Halifax Humanities Society. This is certainly not how I envisioned our 2020 graduation ceremony. I'm sad that I can't see all of your faces, that I can't hand you your certificates and gifts in person, although I hope that they've arrived in the mail by now, and that I can't meet your proud family and friends. But I couldn't pass up this opportunity to say a few words to you, perhaps the most resilient Halifax Humanities 101 class to date. First, though, I need to say a few thank yous to those who have helped this year happen. To our section coordinators, faculty, and board members, as well as our classroom volunteers, Mark Penny and Austin Hiltz, our tutoring volunteer, Izzy Kaut, and office volunteers, Meredith Bullock and Francesca Patton, thank you for your tireless effort on behalf of our program. Thank you, too, to the financial support of the Harrison McCain Foundation, McLean Foundation, Fleming Foundation, Sisters of Charity, and the Halifax Assistance Fund, and the space generously provided by our partners at the Halifax Public Libraries and St. George's Round Church. Finally, thank you to the presidents of all 6 local universities, the University of King's College, Dalhousie, NASCAD, SMU, Mount St. Vincent, and the Atlantic School of Theology, whose continued support allows some of our students to take university courses after they graduate from Halifax Humanities 101, as 10 alumni did this past year. To all of you and to anyone I may have missed, thank you sincerely for your support. And now to the graduates. Many of you submitted your applications for Halifax Humanities on the heels of a hurricane, and then had your year cut short by a pandemic. Some of you continued on in our impromptu Zoom classes, where the books we read took on new meanings in our COVID reality. We laughed over our kinship with Estragon and Vladimir's attempt to fill endless time in Beckett's play Waiting for Godot, and we felt the significance of Hannah Arendt's suggestion that meaningful action takes place in community, as we looked at each other through our computer screens. But whether or not you were able to come to any of those final classes over Zoom, I hope that you found something meaningful in Halifax Humanities that might help you navigate the tumultuous world we find ourselves in now, in our discussions of justice, of beauty, and revolution, in the many examples we've seen of destruction and rebirth, and in the community we were able to create together. It's that community that I've been thinking about while trying to figure out how we could honor your huge achievement in making it through this challenging, immersive program, especially in such a trying year. At the heart of our program is the way the texts can bring us together, can speak to us across distance and time. I thought about Sophocles' Ode to Man, the choral ode from his play Antigone that we read together on our very first class, and then again later in the first section. It wasn't necessarily the content of the poem that struck me, although it's all about the wondrous and horrifying things that human beings can do, so I guess it does seem a bit fitting right about now. But even more significant for me is the idea of the chorus in general. The choral ode is spoken by many actors together at the same time, in front of an audience that the chorus itself was often meant to reflect. The chorus was a way of metaphorically bringing the audience into the play, of representing their voices and their concerns, and allowing them to see themselves as part of the action. There's something beautiful, I think, in that collapsing of the distance between the stage and the auditorium, the performers and the audience. The kind of collapsing of distance that I hope happens every day in our classroom, between us and the texts, and between ourselves. I hope that you've also felt welcome this year into the community of Halifax Humanities, made up of its teachers, its alumni, its volunteers, and its supporters. In that spirit, the next video is a gift to you from the chorus of some of your professors to celebrate your achievement. Thank you for being a part of this journey, and congratulations.